Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we're going to talk about how nobody is the source of your money. The only source of your money is the universe, God, love, grace, whatever you like to call it. So when you are working with that energy of abundance and you're wanting to call in a job that pays you a certain amount of money, you're wanting to call in money out of thin air, you're wanting to call in an opportunity to grow your money, you're wanting to look beyond the people providing it to you, because they're all just characters in your movie, and you are assuming something to be true about how that money is going to come in or how it's not going to come in, or maybe somebody that you don't really want to be giving you the money is giving it to you, and the universe is asking you to drop that guard, to drop down your walls and be open to receiving it to wherever it's coming from. Because if it's coming to you, you've pushed a button inside of here that says, I'm ready, I'm in receptive mode. And then it comes, but it's not coming in the way that your mind thinks it should be coming. So then you block it and you don't receive it. And this happened to a client of mine. She has a tough relationship with her mom, and her mom out of nowhere offered her some money, but she was like, no, I can't take money from her. You know, that would be taking money from a lower vibration and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we've been working together so long trying to manifest you money, and it finally is showing up in your reality. And it just is not showing up from who you want it to show up from. So you're going to say no. And I tried to get her to see herself more clearly and to see that how potent is that she just manifested money from a source that she would have bet millions of dollars she would have never gotten it from. So that is the magical piece of this, is that the universe will bring it in the coolest way possible that will blow your mind and make you see that you are this beautiful, magical co-creator who can manifest money out of thin air. You can manifest money from people you wouldn't expect it to come from. So be open, and nobody is the source of your abundance. Remember, I always say this. It's difficult to do everything without the universe or without God. I'm never going to get that job without the universe. You always add without God or without the universe at the end. I'm never going to find my way out of this situation without God. Yeah, you're not. You have to use your source. You have to use your magic powers, which is your ability to co-create, to dance with the universe, to ask for it, to journal about it. I have my little journal. It's a big journal here. And I have little tabs. One's about content creation, mission, intuition, expansion. And I keep track of all of my ideas, all the signs, all the synchronicities. And I write down what I want to call in. And lately, now that I'm in this new space where I'm traveling, I remember calling in an opportunity to travel. And maybe I'm just going to go from like city to city and maybe stay in cool Airbnbs and somehow get paid to promote them, but do readings on the road. I just always imagined myself doing readings on the road, whether I get a van or whether I fly, I don't know. But I had a moment this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, Michelle, did the universe just bring you an opportunity for you to see that you can do this? And on my clock right now, it's 1:11. So I think that's confirmation that the universe is saying, allow the chariot to take you. Allow God and the universe to be your source of all of your manifestations. Don't push it away just because it might not look the way you thought it was going to look, or because it didn't come in the timing that you wanted it to come. Be so energetically open for all kinds of change and follow the call in your heart. You might get this inspiration to journal something, or to go to a coffee shop, or to meet a friend out, or to go to a new city, or to buy a new car, but it doesn't make sense because you don't have the money yet. But your intuition is saying, go to the dealership. You don't have the money yet, but go to the dealership and feel what it feels like to drive the car. Hold the steering wheel. Talk to the guy about the price. You never know what could happen. I've heard so many stories where people do that and they end up coming home with a car that day because there's some sort of financing option. And then a week later, they somehow get a check for like $40,000. And it just always works out that way. But it's because life wants us to take the leap. Life wants us to lean on it. The universe and God want you to trust them. So lean into that call and follow it. And I know it's hard and I know it's scary. I'm dealing with it too. But each time I do it, it gets easier and easier, but it's still really, really hard because your mind wants to say, this isn't safe. Don't go there. Don't do this. Stay safe. Don't go. But the soul is saying, yes, it's a full fuck yes. And we need to follow that yes. I forget who I was talking to, and she was talking about a capital Y yes. Oh, it was a lady I did Reiki with, and she said she's following her capital Y yes. And I really like that. And she wants to start a wellness center. And I feel like so many people want to offer that support with the way the world is right now, but she's following that capital Y yes. She wants to begin it. And I told her, just start taking small baby steps. You might not have all the money, but once you start taking the steps, all of a sudden the red carpet gets rolled out and the money shows up randomly. It always shows up afterwards. I hate that it happens that way, but for me, it happens that way too. Sometimes it shows up beforehand and it's just what you need. So say you need to take a course or you need to do something and it costs like $1,500, but out of nowhere, somebody hands you $1,700 the night before you have to make the payment. The universe will provide, and it is your source and your only source. Don't look to other people to get money. Look above them. Go to God, go to the universe and say, hey, universe, could you use whoever is the best, whoever is for my highest good, to bring me the abundance that you would like to provide for me so that I can do my mission, so that I can feel joyful in my life. Part of your mission, you guys, is to feel good. It's not just about what can we give to others and how can we serve. Serving ourselves comes first to make sure we feel good in our bodies and our soul feels lit up. And then when we're in that space, then we can be of service to others. But first, we have to learn how to listen to the call, to take the step, to feel invigorated because we did that, because we were brave, because we were courageous. Then we see the magic return to us in the form of opportunities and synchronicities and money, people, places. Then we feel even more invigorated. This is living. This is what life is about. It's living in the magic. It's dancing with the universe. I always say the dance floor is up here. And when we're in fear, shame, worry, all of those uncomfortable feelings, we're being called to rise above it, to get on the dance floor, to dance with God and the universe. So how do we get up there? This is the vibration of love, because we're on the dance floor and we're loving life, we're loving ourselves, and everything, our experience is fun. And we're feeling anxiety. How do we move up here? We know what our body needs when it needs it. So if you are having too much coffee or too much caffeine, you got to tone it down. It is a chemical reaction in your body that's triggering your fight or flight. So you have to first control that. Then you have to put yourself, for me, this is a struggle. I have to put myself in environments that are good for me. You have to recognize when you get to a point where something is not good for you, whether it's a relationship, an environment, a job, and you have to take the action to leave it. And then you have to know how to care for your physical body, how to stretch it, how to do a workout, how to go to a sauna, a cold plunge, take a bath. So learning all of these tools will kick you up onto the dance floor. And then all of a sudden you hop on the dance floor and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't been here in a while. It's been a minute. This feels good. How did I fall out of that? And then again, all the synchronicities, the universe brings you feedback. You start to see the angel numbers. You start to have the cool conversations at a random store with somebody. And you're co-creating this new life because you've been brave and you're getting on the dance floor. So remember, God and the universe are your source for abundance and money. And in order to live this life the way you want to live it, we have to dance with abundance. We have to dance with life. We have to expand our soul and be willing to be brave. And I am no expert. I am not at all sitting here teaching you from this higher stage perspective saying, I can do it. Why aren't you doing it? Absolutely not. Just yesterday, I was literally wanting to curl up in a ball and not want to leave my house. But I know that as a guide, we experience it together. I might experience it today. You might experience it tomorrow. You might be experiencing it last week, and I'm just going through it now. We're all a team working together to figure out how this works. And on my channel, I just want to help you navigate your path a little bit easier. And I want to inspire you to know that even when tough things are happening, God is your source. Ask the universe for what you want. and then be open and willing to take leaps when it shows up. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. If you want to book a reading with me, a one-on-one coaching session, everything is in the description box below. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace out.